As a coach, whenever I try to educate anyone on the basics of nutrition, one of the most important talked about topics is macros. You must have heard the advice, eat in your macros, numerous times. But what exactly are macros? And even if you do know what macros are, how do you know how much of each macros you need in your diet? Hey guys, my name is Dev Biswas and I'm a senior health and fitness coach here at Fitter. Today we'll be talking about macros. But before diving into the concept of macros, let's briefly understand the concept of calories. Calories are nothing but the amount of energy that comes from your food, or the energy that you spend in your day. You use this energy to survive and perform various activities in your day that you might do voluntarily, like working out or even raising your finger, or involuntarily, like breathing or even digesting or pumping your heart. Now, these unconscious tasks that you do without even trying and being aware, like pumping your heart, helps you to survive and stay alive even if you don't do any activity willingly, even if you are in coma or even if you lie in bed all day long without doing anything. So this is known as the BMR or RMR, basal metabolic rate, or the resting metabolic rate, whatever you want to call it. But the moment that you even raise a finger like this, it takes calories, okay, above your BMR. And all of that energy that you do performing various activities in the day, it's known as NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or even TEPA, whatever you want to call it. But this amount of energy that you spend doing various activities in the day, this contributes to a large volume, to a large amount of the energy that you actually spend in the day, okay? Now, apart from that, you obviously have your energy that you spend during exercise. But the interesting fact is, your NEAT or your TEPA, it can be way higher than your energy that you burn doing various forms of exercises, okay? So if you're doing exercise to burn calories, you're doing it all wrong. That can even be achieved by being a little more active in your day or cutting some food. The purpose of exercise should basically be to build strength, to get a better body composition, to build your physical skill set, stamina, and obviously to get better overall, okay? Not necessarily to burn calories. That's not why exercise. That's not what exercise is meant for. Okay, so far so good. But then you can get these calories from almost anything, right? Eggs, meat, paneer, milk, rice, wheat, pastries, butter, and whatnot. So what should you eat? To understand that, you have to understand this. Everything that you eat gets broken down into three main types of basic food: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And all of those are very important for your body. So what do you choose really depends on what sources of these three foods you want in your diet, depending on your preference. I may choose rice to get my carbohydrates, while you may choose wheat, or you may choose quinoa. Either way, if both of us are getting the exact same amount of calories and carbohydrates from your respective carb sources, then it doesn't really matter. What matters is the total amount of macros and the total amount of calories are in check, okay? Now many of you may tell me, but Dave, what about healthy food versus unhealthy food? Whole grains versus processed? Yes, it definitely has its place. Often processed foods have some ingredients that you may not want in your diet, or it may lack ingredients that you may want in your diet which whole foods have, for example fiber or micronutrients. But more often than not, it's really blown out of proportion. It won't do any significant damage if you get your micronutrients, vitamins and minerals from other sources in your diet, like vegetables, fruits, and multivitamin supplements. But if you can afford the luxury of eating organic and whole foods always, by all means, do that. Coming back to macros, these three basic types of foods are called macronutrients, right? But the point of interest is this: how much of each of these do you need in your diet? The answer to that depends on several different factors: your goals, your carb tolerance, your training, and lastly, your preferences, of course. Before concluding this video, I'll talk just a bit about protein. Now, protein is possibly the most important macronutrient, okay, that you need in your diet. Understand this: The calories that you are consuming depends whether you will lose weight or not, depending on the energy balance, whether you're consuming in calorie surplus or in calorie deficit. But protein will determine the actual quality of your weight loss. See, weight can be lost by either losing fat in your body, by losing muscle mass in your body, or even losing bone mass in your body. But for better health, strength, and especially a better looking shapely body, and also to improve the various markers of health in your body, you want to lose fat mostly while maintaining the muscle mass in your body or even growing it. This is the quality of weight loss, and that's determined by your protein intake, and along with that, strength training that keeps improving with time. Now, how much protein, how much carbs, and how much fats do you need? I'll cover that in the next video. If you liked this video, then please make sure that you share this with your network and like and comment with your thoughts or questions. I'd love to interact with you and really answer your questions and dive deeper into any topic that you would want me to. Now, I'll cover the individual quantity of all of these macronutrients in the next video, so please make sure that you keep following. Alright, take care and stay healthy. Bye-bye.